Hey y'all, good afternoon, early good evening. How is everybody doing? I'm glad that I was able to hop on here with y'all. I will be shifting Crown Chats just a few minutes later than normal, a good amount later actually, because y'all know school is back in session. So I wanted to be considerate and give everybody time to get them picking home, feed them, start them on their work, check them, make sure they clean before we get in here as the mamas and the papas and start talking, right? So I'm glad to see that you all are here. Let me holler at everybody. You know how I do. I love to speak to everybody. Our sister Egypt is here, of course. Jam, how you doing? Mo Walker, Gwen, good to see you. Good to see you. We got Queen of C. Queen of C, let me tell you about yourself. You shocked me. Y'all, she went and grabbed things off of my wish list, and I was not prepared. You are too sweet. So we're gonna do another gift showing a little bit later. AVL, how are you? It's so good to see you with your beautiful self. Plum, hey boo. JC, how you doing? All right, PBH, MR Spiller, my MR Spiller, and my DT is in the building. Y'all know what I always say. Once I see DT, my heart is at peace. I know we can have a good time now. Wani, Valencia, hey beautiful. We got D Nicole here. Miss Sharon, hey. Renee, brown skin beauty with your beautiful self. How you doing? Nika, good to see you. Miss Maybelline, hey Angie, Sandra, wow, Miss Ernestine. We got we got our girl Smart Cookie, Angela Valentine, happy to be happy. Juanita, everybody, how y'all doing? Listen, forgive my voice, it's getting better, but I'm still on struggle just a little bit. Okay, just a smidge, just a smidge. And JC, I'm glad you feeling better because I was kind of concerned about you there. You say you weren't feeling good, and you're not somebody that normally says that, so that gets my attention when that happens. Y'all give me just a second. One quick second, y'all. You know what, y'all? Let me tell you, some of these people that play on the phone, I'm thinking this my kid calling. Y'all, my heart stopped for like a whole 30 seconds. I ain't lying. Because I saw the 850 area code, and y'all know our big baby, y'all's niece is in Tallahassee. So when I saw it, I'm thinking, Lord, something happened to my kid. It's these people trying to scam money. I want them to get a life, or maybe they can join the royal family and we can help them with some upward mobility. Hey, Wonder Woman Marshall, Tanya Vernon. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna get y'all. That was so sweet. You shocked me. I wasn't expecting anything. And like I told y'all, don't nobody come to my door. So when they came to the door, it scared me half to death, but it was you. Hey DS, Prudence, how are you? Tina, my Tina. Okay, listen, I'm so happy that y'all made it in. How many of y'all's kids are already back in school? What are we looking at? Let me see if one of the kids are already back. Iridescent, how you doing, my love? Good to see you. Always happy to see you. All right. So yeah, so we got some kids back in school. Happy to be happy. You're an empty nester. I will be soon. Y'all know my oops baby, my last one, I still call her my oops. Because that was the one I had when I thought I wasn't having no more babies. But she is still in school for the time being. So I'm not all by myself while Papa's out working. Christina So Fly, you new to the Royal family? Well, welcome. I'm glad you let us know you're new. Y'all welcome, Christina. We're so happy to have you. Please know that you are highly welcome. And please don't let this be your last time. Y'all, you come back and come back again. Yes, you say your baby moves on campus this week. That's a tough one too. You got one starting back. Hey Juan, yours starts back on Monday. All right, senior year. Y'all, we surviving these kids. That's gonna be the next hashtag, surviving these goddamn kids. Miss Gardner, my armor bearer, how you doing? This 504 girl, hey boo. Yes. So I shifted the time a little bit to give us time to get everything done. Because I know a lot of us, and if the babies aren't back in, they will be soon, like Juan saying Monday. So we don't have very much time before they will all be back in. And I figure we may as well go ahead and adjust our schedules for when we do things so we can still make time for ourselves because that's something that's very important. Even our socializing with our sisters, that's important to us. That's our interaction. So we want to keep that, but we're going to just shift it. So we got time to tend to these children. Hey, sis. Oh, me. Oh, my. I love you so much, and I'm glad you made it in. Miss G, hey, you a little late. You're not late. You ain't late at all. You're not late at all. Listen, so hold on. Iridescent said, I think the high school across the street is back in session. I almost ran over a few children yesterday. Don't run over them children. Don't run over them children, because as much as they aggravate us, we'll die 10 times if something happened to them babies. So don't run over the children. Please, please, please. Now, I know y'all saw the title, and I like to get into those conversations. This one is not one that I think is going to be so uncomfortable, but I think it's going to be a few of them I know that's right moments, right? I know that's right. So what we talking about today, y'all, is how to say no with love. And I believe in putting sugar on it, when it's possible. Sometimes the truth is sugar free, but I believe in putting sugar on it when it is possible. Okay, so we're going to talk about this stuff. We're going to talk about these people who will use up our resources, our energy, our creative content, our intellectual properties, your money, borrowing clothes, whatever it is they come in to grab a piece of. We got to talk about how now to say no with love. We can give them all the love in the world and still hit them with a hell no. Okay? Kennedy says, only my third day as an empty nester and divorcee. My ex-hubby had to go as soon as the last child left for college. Now living your best life. I know that's right. You better. If you got rid of him, sis, I know you had a reason. And I trust your judgment. Okay? Yes, welcome to everybody who is new. You are highly welcome when you come over here. All right. So yeah, we're gonna dig into it because y'all know how it happens. Y'all know how it works. I'm gonna talk about it. The link is already pinned at the top of the chat. If you just gotta get it off your chest, if you know you got a cousin or a sister or a good friend that don't understand boundaries and when they need to go somewhere and sit down and stop begging, we're gonna talk about them today. Because sometimes we need to be able to talk about what these people are doing. Because that's, in my opinion, that's a form of abuse too. It is. So we need to be very mindful that we're not allowing that to happen either. Tavonda, it's so good to see you. Yeah, we got to talk about it. Okay. So I'm not going to tell you what spurred this. Well, I am going to tell you what spurred this conversation. Why am I going to keep a secret? I'm talking to my sisters so we can talk. I'm going to tell y'all what spurred this conversation, right? So I had somebody, I'm not going to say who, but I had somebody to come to me who has never poured anything into me to just out of the blue start asking for money. And it made me uncomfortable because this person hasn't done this one time. This is like the second or third time they've done it. And the first time I was a dummy, I ain't gonna lie. Cause y'all know my heart is, I like to give, I like to help people. Hey, Lauren. Yes, it is. It's very tiring. And so the first time, y'all, I was dumb. It was, oh, I just need X amount of dollars for whatever. I'll hand it right back. Mind you, I'm not even somebody that needs anything right back. I don't worry about it. But it was just, here. And then I noticed later, like, dang, they never did say nothing else about that, which was it was a little cringy. It was a little cringy. So with that being said, I was like, okay, I let it go. So then the next time they came back, I remembered that you didn't never hand that back the first time. And so here you come again. Hey, Brooke. And so I didn't say nothing, but at that point, not everything you ask me is gonna be, I ain't got it. Everything gonna be I ain't got it. Make no mistake about it. Everything is I ain't got it. Okay? So I let it be. I went on about my business. So this morning, I thought about it. I said, now you don't even know my situation. Hey, evangelist. Uh-huh. And yes, Miss G, we did cover that. No is a complete sentence. I'm not scared to use it. Me either. So let me tell y'all what happened this morning. So then this morning, out of the clear blue, as for this time a larger sum, and I'm thinking like you didn't even consider that children are going back to school. You don't know what I spent on my baby. You don't know what I helped somebody else to buy, and this is somebody who has no children, and you came to me to ask. And I wasn't offended, don't get me wrong, I was not offended, I wasn't insulted, but it made me think, you know what? It's time to have a talk about these folks because they exist. There are some people who will strategically place themselves around you just to see what they can get from you. Okay? That's a real thing. So we got to be very careful about these people. So we're going to talk about the users, the people who are vampiric in nature, and no children whatsoever. No children. Mm-mm. And it's a male. So we know how I feel about that. You know, men supposed to be natural born providers, honey. And you calling your sister, I don't know. I felt away. I did. And so the reality of that thing is we have to be able to recognize these people. And on top of recognizing these people, we have to be able to know when to say, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't believe I'm gonna be doing that. I think I'm gonna skip that. And so, how do we say no in the most loving way possible? You say you you need this message. He wrong for that, and you need this message. Yeah, it was wrong, and you got to watch the subtle things. Watch the subtle things. Because honestly, I didn't even pick up on it at first, y'all. I'm not going to sit up here and pretend like I caught it at first. I don't always catch it because I am more or less a person that busies herself. And so I'm always just kind of going and doing. And so if somebody reaches out to me and they're like, hey, I'm in trouble, um, I kind of just respond to what your need is. And then I keep doing what I'm doing, right? M.R. Spiller said, those are the ones that I have no problem saying no to. Exactly. But you know what, though? It never starts off like that. It starts off with them being friendly and hanging around. And then next thing you know, well, do you have some this? And do you have some that? Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't never feel guilty. Not like that, baby. Mm-mm. Hey, Black Diamond, you made it in. I ain't seen you in a little bit. Good to see you. Miss G said, I give what I do not expect back and only give and only what I can give. Lesson taught to me by my late daddy. Yeah, my mama taught us not to loan stuff either. So I don't look at it, that situation, I don't even look at it that way, y'all. Like, you say get out my face is not loving. That's my tactic. And you know what, Keisha? It's okay for that to be the tactic, but sometimes these people can be people that we actually care about. So we might not just say, hey, get out my face. And it's okay not to say get out my face. Now, if that's your tactic, I ain't mad at it because I think it's effective. I think it works. Okay? Yes, they start taking your kindness for weakness. And they start thinking that because you are generous and you're good hearted, that you're slow. And one thing, I've never been this slow. I've never been slow. One of these days we're gonna have story time and I'm gonna let you know who your sister used to be, okay? Um, Never been slow. Always been real quick on the uptake. I pick up when people are really trying to run game and not being genuine. Some people start off being genuine with you. Now, this is something I want y'all to catch. Some people will start off being genuine with you until they feel like they have kind of calculated or piece together what you're capable of and what you're able to do for them. And then next thing you know, this person is no longer being genuine with you. They're only there for what they can get. They go from being genuine to they become vampiric because they start to feel like you got something that more than they have and they want it from you. Wait a minute, I just saw something. Black Diamond, listen, Put a one in the chat if you mind if I contact you after the stream, because we do have a help and support department, and I want to be there for you and offer whatever bereavement services we can from the royal family. And those of you who are paying attention, y'all please extend love and support to our sister Black Diamond. That is very, very important. Okay. And if you don't mind speaking to us or giving us some idea of what you need in the chat. If you just want prayers, let us know. If you need anything else, please also let us know. As a matter of fact, y'all, I know this is an interruption on what we're talking about today, but this is very important, and this is one of the functions of the royal family. I want to see answers in the chat. Y'all, please put a one in the chat if you don't mind us taking up a small love offering. If you don't mind, y'all put a one and let me know if y'all are okay with doing that. And I'll ask her for her Cash App, and we can pin it. And let's see what we can do to try to at least send something to her family. I don't care if it's just enough to make sure we send some, something for the repast or whatever. So I'm seeing ones in the chat. Black Diamond, if you okay with your family showing you love that way, please, Mama, post your Cash App, and I'm going to pin it at the top of the chat so that way your family can sow into you. Okay? Please let us show you love. Let us be there for you because you're family. And we want you to know that not only are we praying for you, we're not just your family in word, we're your family in deed. And we want to be able to bless you. So if you would, please. You say don't do that. Okay, y'all, I wanted to give to her. She say we can't, she don't want us to give to her. Well, we just gonna pray for you then. We'll make sure we add you to our family prayer list. If you change your mind, please let us know, because we got people here. We love you, and we are happy to give and do whatever we can. Okay, because we want to support you at a time like this. It's not easy. It's not easy. I lost my father and then turned around and lost my sister, like maybe just 2 years after that, about a year and a half. No, about 2 years after that, we lost Sylvia. So I understand where you are. I can never say I know what you're feeling, because I know everybody's relationship with their loved ones is different. But just so you know, the family cares. We're praying for you. We're here for you. We have your back if you need us. You see all my contact information. Please don't hesitate to reach out, and we will be here for you. Okay? And thank you for letting us know about it. I appreciate that. And so as we were saying, y'all keep showing her love in the chat. Flood her with love. We got to be able to recognize when these people are doing things, when they become vampiric, when things turn into a situation where they are just, they go from being friendly to all of a sudden the conversations change. When the conversation changes, we need to change our frequency toward these people. We need to change our frequency. Okay? This same person I mentioned to you guys, I literally watched this person go from being friendly to stopping by and visiting. And then all of a sudden, there's no more friendly conversation. Every conversation is about what they need. Every conversation is about what they don't have. Every conversation is, can I have? Did you cook anything? And y'all know I love to feed folks. But we got to pay attention when somebody's frequency toward us changes. And all the time, it's not overt. Sometimes it's very, very subtle. Very subtle. So we have to be aware, okay, when these things happen. And there's a way to say so with love. Ialode, how you doing, sis? Very welcome. Highly welcome. I'm glad you made it in, okay? Yes. So one way we can say no is just, like Keisha was saying. Keisha said she tell them to get out of her face, right? And I ain't mad at that. But anytime it's an issue of your loved ones, we might not take that route. But it's okay to use that. Tiffany Taylor says some of these men think if they make your toes curl, they can ask for cash, especially when they use the tongue. Have mercy. See, I didn't know that's what was happening in the dating world right now. I done heard some funny stories. But what's bad, Tiffany, this little fella is somebody I treated like a brother. He knows me and hubby. But, I had to stop hubby, like, don't be, helping people so much too. Because he's like me, he's a helper. We give. And a lot of times we give and we don't even think about it. We just give. You know what I mean? And we have to catch ourselves, y'all, because we're loving people. And sometimes, y'all, there's people who will see that you're loving and that you're a giving person, and they will take advantage. Jaja says, we in here, Queen Yoda, speak to us. Y'all know she messing with me because I love them Yoda. I love baby Yoda. I got a thing about Yoda. And it's just very interesting to me to watch people change, to watch them morph. Some people hang around you just to see what they can get from you. And when it is someone that you actually care about and you consider them family or loved ones or in your inner circle, there are ways to say no. Sometimes it's good to sit down and have a conversation. Just a conversation. And sometimes that's all it takes. Is just to say, I'm becoming uncomfortable with the way you approach me, and I'm starting to feel a way about the things you're asking me for, and I'm not comfortable. To be Black Native, thank you for the super chat. She says she would rather us not send a love offering, but thank you for being there and trying to do that for her. We appreciate the love, and I'm sure she does as well. Essence says, you like Yoda, I'm going to email you a funny meme. Send it to me, girl. Send it to me. I love baby Yoda. My daughter sent me a few of them that she knows. I know that little crazy girl told me she changed my name in her phone to Yoda. Yes, they will manipulate you because you have a kind heart. And how you spot those manipulators is kind of what I was mentioning before I mentioned a way to be loving and say no, is that they will begin all when you know anything, the conversations will turn. Every time you talk to them, it'll never just be a friendly conversation. They may start off with a friendly conversation, and before that conversation ends, they will start to mention all the things that are wrong. Y'all know these people. Tell me y'all know who I'm talking about now. They will literally start talking about, oh, my car broke down, and so and so said they was gonna help me, and this and that, and they didn't show up, and I was late on this, and I don't even know how I'm gonna eat this week. All kind of little stuff like that. So when those conversations happen, that's a good way to recognize that you are being manipulated. Daniel said they can use that tongue to lick a stamp and mail it behind to the next one. Girl, you better say it, because I don't understand the point. I don't understand the point of you coming to me like that. I've never had a man that I was courting when I was courting to think that, you could play with me and then now you can collect my change. I can't do that. She said, when you're a giver, people will use you. Don't get mad at me when you owe me. And that's another thing I'm gonna mention a little bit later. But another form of manipulation that we have to be careful for with these people who are vampiric with our resources is that another tool of their manipulation will be to start telling you how bad other people have treated them. Okay, yeah, we love giving. We're givers. And it's beautiful, and I don't want it to let us stop, to influence us to stop giving and to stop being loving, because we still need that, right? So Landria says, hey everyone, I'm late. I was watching yesterday live on replay. It was good. Oh, that's so sweet. You say, but I won't tell you, but I told you so. Oh my goodness, you so sweet. Black Diamond says, come on, chat, join the royal family. That's right. No, this is a good family over here. We love loving on each other and we love loving on other folks. Okay? You obsessed with Baby Yoda too? Yes, I don't know what it is. I don't know. Jaja says, how do we deal with being the supply slash source? And when you learn to create boundaries in your giving, you are rejected in every regard because you're no longer their supply. Now, that's a very good question because it does deal with the manipulations that people use against us. Okay? They will reject you, but that's a form of manipulation and it's a form of abuse. People will withhold interaction or withhold affection as a means of emotional blackmail. So what that's really emotional blackmail. This is somebody or people, and sometimes it can be family. It can be a group of people who exercise these abusive behaviors and abusive tactics. So that's another form of manipulation. Make no mistake about it. Tina said, I just had to cut my brother off when it comes to money. You have to. You have to. I had a family member, I had to do that too, and it hurt my feelings. I felt bad having to cut them off. I was more hurt by having to cut them off than by their behavior. But I had to cut them off because we cannot continue to engage in self-harming behaviors. Okay? You like Groot? Oh, Groot is adorable too. Groot is adorable. Let's see what else the sisters got to say. Yeah, that dry begging. That dry begging. And you know what? This is one thing I wanted to point out. Rich Bitch 2015. That's my sis. How you doing? How you doing? So one thing that I want to point out that, there's things that we can do in a loving way to make them stop. Like I said, the conversation. The other thing which we can do, which is a soft no, but it gets the point across. I remember when my daddy told me that when you know a person is that way, and they just start telling you all of their problems and everything that's happening to them as a means of manipulation. Now he didn't say it that smooth because my daddy was from Ocala, so he said it with some colorful words. But I'm gonna just give you the recap, which was start telling them yours. That's another very loving way to give them a soft no and a hard pat on the behind. Sandra says, people will use your kindness as weakness. I'm going through it today. She using her kids. Yes, they will. They will use those babies. They will use a sick parent. Yes. Jam say that's a trigger for me. It sets me off, fam, friend, or foe. It does. It really does. But daddy say just start telling them your problems. And y'all know what? Tracy Quartermain, hey, it works though. I did it, y'all, and it works. Nah, baby, ain't nothing in the world good enough to make me give a man my money. I promise you. Unless that man is Jesus, don't ask me for nothing. No, ma'am. I don't care what it do. And unless it's got an ATM up underneath it, no, ma'am. Y'all girls better get out that mindset. Don't you let the men put y'all in the poorhouse. Gwen say my neighbor would ask to borrow money every day, holding her baby to make me feel bad. I finally started telling her no. Yes, the no's matter. Like everybody want to talk about what matters. All no's matter. Yes, Wani. She said, I tell them now I live off disability. That's supposed to be for 30 days. You get paid either once a week or every 2 weeks. And ask them, who do you think need to be asking? Do the math. Exactly. That's what daddy told me to do. Start telling them what's going on with you. And it worked. I did it. I did it. Yes, that rainy day. And see, a lot of these people, we're going to talk about that too. They do not prepare and they fail to prepare themselves. And then it becomes everybody else's responsibility to provide for them. Now, let me ask this question because I want to know if I'm the only one, right? Let me know if I'm spot on because I want to see. We're going to use these royal family emojis today. If I'm spot on, I want to see the flames in the chat, not the regular flames, them royal family flames. You know, when we roasting and we boiling hot. Have y'all noticed? Hey, deeper than skin deep. Have you all noticed the people that fail to prepare, that you can give them information on how to help themselves? You can even tell them how to do it, and they will still refuse to take your advice. They will still engage in irresponsible acts and then turn around and ask you to bail them out after they didn't take your advice. Let me see these in the chat. Let me see them in the chat if I'm on point. If I'm tripping, let me know. Y'all spam the chat with the flames if y'all know what I'm talking about. Because that is one of those things that really bothers me because I am a solution person. And we have to be careful of these people. This is a huge, huge red flag, people. This is a huge red flag. When people come to you with problems and you give them solutions and they refuse to listen to the solution and then they still engage in the irresponsible behavior and come for you to bail them out, this is somebody who is vampiric. They are there to suck your lifeblood and your resources. Okay? This is a huge red flag. This is a manipulator. This is a vampiric person. I want you all to be careful. When it comes to these people, your no probably shouldn't be loving. I think sometimes these people need a cold splash of water in the face and a dose of reality. We might have to go back to Lakeisha's method where she say telling her get out of her face. I think that's something that we can really use that method on. I like her technique for that for those types of folks. Yes, it is so annoying. And not only does it annoy me, it offends me because you're coming to me not because you want a solution. You come to me because you want me to enable and finance your bad decision making. We have got to put a stop to it. You ain't got the flame, but put the fire you got, baby. I'm with you. Jazzy Cuteness Gorgeous, how you doing? She said, yeah, you know what you talking about. My auntie, about auntie. My fiance's mother is like this. Yes. And then after a while, when you keep giving them solutions, y'all, you will notice them almost dismiss what you're saying right to your face. Like, yeah, I mean, I know, you know, but I'm not gonna do that. Miss Sharon say they lying about the needs, so your solutions are falling on deaf ears allegedly. Girl, that ain't alleged. That's on point because some of them do be lying through their teeth. Yes, Jam. Red flag. Ronetta, how you doing, boo? Yes, yes. You call them incubus and succubus. Well, I don't know if they demons, but I can tell you that their behavior is demonic. It darn sure, it resembles a good demon, in my opinion. I had one situation. Y'all know me. Like I said, I don't have to keep saying it. I'm always happy to help people. I'm excited when I get an opportunity to help somebody. Like, that's a big deal for me. That's why we got stuff in this family like the Black Business Spotlight, because any opportunity I get to promote you, help you, give to you, love on you, that really is a treat to me. But there was a situation with a young lady. She had a young man in her house, and she was giving him her money, and then turning around hollering about she didn't have food for the children. Okay, girl, hey, we got them in our family every day, every day. And so I said to her, I was like, well, if he's telling you he needs money for gas to go look for a job, and you're giving it to him, and now you don't have what you need for your babies, stop giving him the money. Allow him to look for jobs online. And she's like, well, no, auntie. Well, what it is he needs, he want to go in person to these places, and some of the places they don't have the website, so he got to go in, just all kind of stuff. And I said, even if that's the case, give him a bus pass and keep your money for your children. I say, hey, so and so live on the street with him. See if he can give him a ride, but don't give those money. Don't give your money away. And yeah, that's what they're doing. But you can't let your pleasure point be your point of pain either. You better look out for yourself. And so she wouldn't listen, and she kept doing it. And then every time she come crying because, oh, he took the car and he didn't come back. And I said, stop giving him your car. And next thing you know, hey, S. Collins, next thing you know, that's exactly what happened, Jam. I'm judging her. Why can't you just help me? You should be able to help me without, worrying about what he's doing. And, I listened to it. She was crying real good. And I said, hey, I can help you, but I can't help you take care of no man. So then my first response was, bring the children and I'll feed them over here. And you can even eat over here. I'm not sending no food over there. I'm not giving you no money to spend on this man because I don't take care of men. Not in my house and not by proxy. Okay? You got to make better decisions. Miss G said, had to cut, had a cousin that inherited $1 million, now broke. Now she mad at me because I won't let her stay with me. When you had money, you didn't know me. I'll keep her kid, but not her. Exactly. Exactly. Wonder Woman Marsha says, true. You help the person right on live. That's real queen status. Listen, I believe in helping folks, but you, at the same time, you can't let people use you. I don't care what's going on. I don't care if I got it. The answer is going to be, I ain't got it. And it doesn't mean that I don't have it. I don't have it for you. And the reason I may not have it for you is because I can see that your intentions ain't right. You don't have the right intentions. You're making bad decisions, and you're looking for, and you're counting on the people who care about you to be an option to clean up your mistakes. M.R. Spiller says he tries to use his son as an excuse. I told him to stop using his food stamp card to buy weed and send his son back to the baby mother. Amen. You better say it. And Jam say a magic stick ain't magical, it's delusional. It gotta be. If it's got these girls digging off in their wallet, it gotta be. DT said I spent 4 months not working because my mental health needed a break. I worked 4 jobs and wrote a master's thesis during the pandemic. I was about to burn out, but my stepfather was angry at me. Hey, don't let nobody pressure you, baby. Don't do it. Kennedy Monroe said, I just got a large lump sum of money and still haven't told my family. You better not. Mm-hmm. That's right. Sometimes, and you know what? That's something else I wanted to mention. Sometimes, as a means of protecting ourselves, I know sometimes we want to share our good news with the people we care about. But we have to understand that everybody's definition of love and care is not the same. They may love you. I'm not going to tell you they don't love you, but they may love you differently, or their definition may be different. So you can't always share your good news with people because they'll be coming in for their piece of the pie, and they may not be happy with what you give them out of love. And y'all know how it is. Sometimes you can do for people from a loving place, and they will decide that what you're doing is not enough because their eyes are big, and sometimes people's hearts are just greedy. Jaja says, "Oh, you should be able to tell between a true need and when a person is misprioritizing and irresponsible." Absolutely. Absolutely. Keisha said, all this talk about what a tongue can do, is it that good? That's what I want to know. How you let somebody touch you, your body? You should know your body. And I try not to go into these topics, because there's people who do it much better than me. I don't cover these topics very well. But let me just say this for the record. You should know your body better than anybody. How can somebody touch your body in such a way that you couldn't touch yourself, that you were so excited that it made you reach into your resources and hand your hard earned money, what you went out there and sweat for, over to them? If there's a tongue that good on the planet, may I never hold a conversation with it. Ialode said, part of my healing in 2020 included learning to say no. I felt like a burden lifted. Girl, it is. No is a beautiful thing. These girls out here on that some more kick, honey, they running around talking about dick is a beautiful thing. Babies, no is a beautiful thing. That's right, girl. Don't you tell them nothing. That's right. Keep quiet. Because at the end of the day, if you start giving as much as I give and as much as I love to give, there's always going to be somebody that says she should have gave more. I don't know why she gave me this. I don't know why she didn't give me that. She gave so and so this much. Why she didn't give me that much? It's if you give them $1,000,000, they're gonna ask you why. How come it wasn't 1,000,001? Yes, and I know you hate having to hide it. I know you do. It's not fun having to hide things like that, and it makes you feel bad. It really does make you feel bad to an extent, but you have to look out for yourself over other folks. It's cool to love other people, but you got to love you more than you love other folks. You can't love them so much that you put yourself at a grave disadvantage. Don't do that. Yes, Nika, you telling the truth, baby, because I haven't either. And I mean not never. Mm-hmm. Girl, you said it. You said it. Look at the way Dr. Dre is doing his family. He's a billionaire. Dre smart enough, and he's somebody I don't even like, but he's smart enough to say, no, hell no. And I was shocked at people that were really sitting there saying that this man was obligated to give these people his money. How is he obligated? If someone gives to you, it's out of love. It's not out of obligation. That's not okay. And I was really shocked at how many people were literally saying, Oh, he should do this. And he could give to them grandbabies. He could, but he don't have to. You know, y'all know we covered this way back in Crown Chats and Crown Therapy. No is a complete sentence. Okay? Wonder Woman Marshall says people will turn on you over you're not giving them your hard-earned money. Yes, beat you get mad. Okay, hey Mace. It's a shame. It's a shame. Yes, I'm glad to see some sisters still, playing by the rules of the game. We can't just be giving men our money like that. I don't even know when that became a trend. That's a scary trend right there. So there's that. So we covered that part. So what was that thing I wanted to go back to? Because y'all know I lose track. I lose track so fast. Um, one of y'all made a comment and it got my attention. Y'all help me remember. Y'all know I got this brain fog. I probably should have made a note to myself when you said it. Oh man. Oh man. It'll come back to me. Oh man. Mm. Yeah, Dre and his family and friends ain't help him produce not one record. They don't have the talent to do it. No, you ain't gotta leave the chat, baby. We just don't want nobody to use you with your beautiful self. I love your picture. Don't let none of these men use you. If they show you a good time, gorgeous, just say thank you. That's all. Tell them thank you. And then show them the door. That's what you do. That's all. You ain't got to go nowhere. Mm-hmm. Her robe. I couldn't fall in love with a woman who voluntarily slept with another man. Baby, I think you in the wrong chat. Okay? That ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about. BT said, oh, you talking to JC. So I'm gonna stay out y'all conversation. Miss G said, Auntie told us girls long ago, wet cat and dry pockets don't go together, and I live by that. I know that's right. I know that's right. You can't get my pocketbook and what's in my pocketbook. You can't do both. Black Diamond says, I worked too hard for 51 years, pay my own mortgage, and will not give a man my coin. I know that's right. Okay. Oh, wow. You said when you came into money, you had a house built on land that I own, put some away, and told everybody I didn't have nothing left. I ain't mad. I ain't mad. Christina say, let her leave. No, we got to be loving now. Y'all know that's what we do over here. I want everybody to be comfortable and stay. We're not going to always see things the same way, and everybody's at a different stage in their growth. And maybe that's where she at right now. You know what I mean? It's okay. But I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm that auntie. I'm going to tell you the truth. Y'all running around here beautiful. I say it all the time. The girls now, y'all look like supermodels. And don't you dare let no man take advantage of you. Don't you dare. Not as long as you live. Don't let a man take advantage of you. Absolutely not. It said, ladies, I tell my princess, you are the prize. He needs to take care of you. Miss Sharon, tell him again. Tell him again, honey. That ain't nothing but the truth. But yeah, when it comes to the family and the friends, sometimes it can get very tough because we love them and we want the best for them. We mean well for them. And with all that being said, you can't allow you wanting them to be okay make you not be okay. It just ain't worth it. You just got home from work, Tasha. I'm glad you made it in, girl. Wonder Woman Marshall said the truth will set you free. So keep preaching, Shanitra. I want to get the truth out there, and stuff like this when it happens to me, y'all know what I always say. I can guarantee you, I'm not the only person that's going through it, and I know we have people in our lives that are so vampiric. They start with the tears, it's the stories, it's the using children, it's the using situations. Sometimes, I just got out of a bad relationship or somebody treated me bad and whatever they're using to try to manipulate you, don't fall for it. Give them, that soft no. And those people who are the ones who are irresponsible, the bad decision makers, the ones who have impulse control issues, the people that don't listen to any of your advices when it comes to solutions, but only want to hear, they don't want to hear your mouth, they just want to see your hand open. That's when I think Lakeisha's method is the best method. Get the hell out of my face. And what I like to do in situations like that is, give you, like I said, that cold splash of water in the face, that hard dose of reality, which is, hey, this is what you're doing. This is why you keep ending up in these situations. And I have bailed you out once or twice. I will not continue to bail you out. I will not continue to support your bad habits. I will not continue to support your bad decision making or your bad relationship. Because sometimes these bad situations, pour part of that out and put some up now. I'm getting my tea ready, y'all. But some of the bad behaviors we see with them is due to the fact that they're in bad relationships themselves and they're allowing themselves to be abused financially. There's a lot of people that are suffering from financial abuse. And unfortunately, those are the types of things that don't get the attention. We used to only focus on, the physical abuses, the different types of physical abuse. And now, here lately, I want to say in the last 15 to 20 years, people have gotten more savvy and paid more attention to the people who are suffering from emotional abuse and verbal abuse. But make no mistake about it, y'all, family, pay attention. Financial abuse is very real, and it's something that we need to take seriously, and we need to call it out when it's happening. There are people in our lives who are being financially abused, and in turn, they become vampiric with us because they feel like we owe them something or we should bail them out. Like, hey, you love me, so help me, with my situation. I'm giving this person my resources, and now I need your help. And I understand it. But if we're going to help them, let's help them by giving them solutions and getting them out of a situation. We can't help them by engaging in the mess. Yes, stop being an enabler at some point. I like that you put that qualifier on the end of that, at some point, because at a certain point, when they're first in a place of immediate need, that's not the time to say I'm not going to help you. I can see the initial help and maybe follow up help, but we cannot continue to allow people to draw off of our resources so that they can remain in harmful situations. M.R. Spiller says to Kennedy, I did give my mama some money and my sister and the other beggars and stragglers no. Exactly. Hey, Delicia, how you doing? Yes, yeah, don't go nowhere. Stay right here. You're welcome. Tracy says, I will not support your need to go gamble at the casino every weekend. You better say it. And I'm not going to support you while you support somebody that's you're giving your money to go to the casino to gamble every weekend. Also, I'm not going to support, and this is just me, I'm not being mean, I promise. I feel like another form of financial abuse is these women who get in situations, and these are our sisters, and we love them. And I'm not saying that we can't love them and have their back. What I am saying, however, is that when we see them in situations where they're allowing a man to live in a house, not pay bills, use up their resources, eat up their food, not paying for lights, and he hitting light switches, at that point, we need to do something different. We need to do something different. I can't support you while you're engaging in that. No, I didn't see Marcella today happy to be happy. Jazzy says, yep, and I always had a problem with someone who always wanted to know how much money I have or had. Tell me, am I wrong? No, you're not wrong. And I'm careful about that too, because I feel like that's my business. Amen. That is my business. It's not your business. We covered that. My business ain't your business. And when people start asking those questions, you have to kind of, wonder about their sincerity. There are some people who will give to you or try to, attempt to help you as a means of just finding out what you got. Delicia, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you supporting the stream. Listen, any and everybody who supports the stream, I appreciate you guys. I really and truly do. It means so much. Okay? Every little bit helps. And when people start questioning you, well, how much do you make? Or how much you coming in or whatever? keep your eyes open because there may be somebody who's going to end up being a problem later. That's why I was telling you, some people will establish relationships with you, and it may start off very genuine, and it may devolve into something completely vampiric once they think they know, or they once they know or think they know what you have. Okay. Brooke says sometimes you have to meet people where they are. That's true. That is so true. Mm-hmm. So listen, Egypt, you still in the chat, right? I want you to text me a number between 1 and 10. I'm about to play I'm buying you some lunch game. Cause I feel like blessing some folks today. I want to have a good time. Now we done talked about the vampires. Now I'm gonna do what makes me happy, and that's give. Essence says it's just some people's well-built mentality. A friend told me they were hurt because when she called to borrow money, I said I don't have it to give, and then saw pics of me and my kids in Disney World. I'm sure she was mad. I've had people get mad at me like that, but you have to do what you are led to do by your own mind and by your own heart and spirit. If the spirit ain't tell you to do it, your heart wasn't in it, don't do it. If they see you enjoying with your children, that's not your fault. You prepared for that and they didn't. You prepared and they didn't. Egypt, if you're listening, text me a number. If not, I'm gonna just pick a number. Yes. Yes, DT is telling y'all the truth. Put a number between 1 and 10 in the chat. I'm about to give somebody some lunch money. I feel a certain type of way today. I feel a way. Mm-hmm. All right, all right. Who got it? Who got it? I'm looking for a number. I'm looking for a specific number. Felicia Marie, you got my number, girl. Put your cash app in the chat. I'm buying lunch. Don't worry, we're gonna have another round of Auntie is buying lunch. Felicia Marie, put your cash app in the chat. I don't know where Egypt went. She was right there. She was right there. That's all right. That's all right. Felicia, where your cash app at? And y'all tell Felicia Marie congratulations. She got the first lunchtime money. Oh, there you go. Fifi the Queen. Girl, I like y'all cash app. Some of y'all got some sporty cash app names. Y'all got some sporty cash app names. Okay. Let me do my thing. Okay. All right. Y'all give me just a second to get Felicia her lunch money. This is fun. I know this is goofy, y'all, but this is my idea of fun. Okay. Hey, sis.
Hey sis, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm up here playing the lunchtime game. That's how I have fun.
I know, I love when you do that.
It's fun. It's fun. I'm
I
telling you.
know it is. I like it.
Exactly. So you here so you can put the next number in the chat and not in the private chat back here. Okay.
Okay.
Hold it. Got it. It take me a second when it's your first time winning. I got to find you. All right, that was fun. So we got Felicia her lunchtime money. Y'all tell her congratulations. Yes, yes, yes. Jazzy says her ex her ex-boyfriend, the stalker, used to constantly ask me about my money in the bank accounts and used to get mad and verbally abuse me when I said it was none of his business. Yeah, so sometimes men do that because they want to keep control of you. That's why some of them do that. Now I don't know if that was his reason, but some of them, that's why that's really what they after with that. And they feel threatened when you have your own resources and they're not able to control. They feel like they can't control you as easily because you have your own resources. Okay, Egypt back. Okay. Hey,
Yeah, I'm
sis.
here. Hey,
Okay, cool. All right. So
I had wanted to
let me
say
see the number.
something.
Yeah, tell me
Oh,
what
go
you want
ahead.
to tell me. Okay,
I
so
put it. I put.
let's give the next money away first. Y'all
Okay.
flood the chat with numbers between 1 through 10. Egypt has called the number. If y'all get the number she picked, you're gonna get this lunch money. Or y'all can use it to pay for aftercare for them kids, or you can use it for snacks for the week, or you can use it for your god doggone self to take yourself to lunch now that these children back in school. My brother Paul Green, thank you for the super sticker.
Yeah.
I love you so much. All right. All right. I don't see the number, Egypt. I'm looking.
I
Ain't
put it.
nobody put the number in the chat. No, I see yours, but ain't nobody
Oh.
put the number in the chat. Nobody picked that number.
Oh.
Y'all better pick this number and take this money. Y'all better pick this number and take this money. I can't believe it. They picking every number but that number.
I should put another one in there then. Let me
Ooh,
see.
no, no, you don't. Daniel Kirk got it. Daniel, put your cash app in the chat, sis. Y'all tell
Oh, Daniel
Daniel
got it.
congratulations. All right, Daniel, that is so awesome. Put your cash app in the chat so we can bless you with that good lunch money for the week, baby. That's what we doing. All right. All right. All right. All right.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just waiting on her. So sis, go ahead and tell me what you want to tell me about.
So, like a family member had called me one day, and not too long ago, when they was telling me about some stuff that went on between them and the baby father, and basically was calling to say, "Oh, I only got such and such and such and such. I need to do this. I need to do that." But was in another part of the story was trying to like justify, somebody spitting in their face,
Uh-uh.
right? And so I'm concerned about her. I'm concerned about the kids. You understand what I'm saying? And the situation is like, that's not a good situation. Being as though
Hold
her
on,
mother.
sister. Hold on
Okay.
real quick. Dania is a true depiction of what it means to be one of the ladies in the royal family. She says, I just wanted to try my luck and I pass it along to someone in the chat. You absolutely can, Dania. Y'all pick the number between 1 and 10. And this is Daniel's lunch money that she is passing on. So this one, don't even thank me, thank Daniel, because Daniel wants to
Okay.
pay it forward. Nicole Rianne, thank you so much. You just getting back on YouTube. Well, I'm so happy to see you again. I missed you, and thank you for the super chat. Thank you for supporting the stream, okay? All right, I got a number in my head. Y'all better give me that number so I can give you some lunch money. Bingo. You got it. Angie, put your cash app in the chat. Angie is getting this good lunch money. That was my number. All right, Angie. Y'all congratulate Angie. And girl, put your number in there, put your cash app so I can send you this good lunch money. I'm so happy. Keep talking, Egypt. I'm with you, baby.
Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from.
Egypt, you gotta go. Y'all, I don't know what happened to sis. Mm-mm. Y'all hold on. All right. So I'm not sure what happened to Egypt. I think she froze or she had to take a call. So that's that on that. But let me see if I can okay, there's yours. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and send out your lunch money. Let me know in the chat once you have it, okay? All right. 305. You out of Florida, girl? Let me know. Let me know if Florida's in the building. You know, I get happy and hype anytime the home team comes over to visit. Let me know in the chat. All right. All right. All right. Angela, let me know when you get it, okay? And then we're going to get back to what we're talking about. Yeah, I think she did click over happy to be happy. I think so. So Angie, that's been sent. Let me know when you in the chat once you receive it, okay? And Felicia, did you let me know you got yours? Let me look through. Dade County, all right, Dade County, stand up. I love it. Felicia, did you get yours too? Let me know when y'all get your money, okay? All right. So to be black native, how you doing? Hey Lolly Lock.
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine. What you want to tell us about today's topic?
Was that you that said your brother was always asking you for money?
No, it wasn't my brother.
Oh, okay. Anyway, what I've noticed in my community in particular, and when I say my community, it's the community I'm familiar with. So I don't want anybody to take offense to it. But I'm talking about the Black Americans. I don't know that much about the other Black people in the world, but in America, the Black
Well, we
people.
don't just to hip you. We don't separate black people on this channel, honey. We just black. We don't worry about continental black, diaspora, none of that. Okay, we just black. And who would create, inspire, make. Welcome. Hi. Go ahead.
Anyway, okay, so no offense. Sorry if that offended you.
No, I'm
But
not
anyway,
offended. I just was making sure you were on code so you understand. That's all.
anyhow, um, anyway, I'll just say my family. My grandmother and my mom were totally different rules for the men in the family as opposed to the women. And I noticed that even as a little girl. And that's why I was like, sometimes, see, my older siblings are all gone and I'm the only child left, and then mom passed away last year, so I became like, whether I wanted to or not, I became like a family matriarch. And my oldest um my oldest sister's daughter, she, in a sometimes when you're I don't want to say lonely, but you know, when you lose, I don't know, you probably don't know this, but when you lose all your siblings, you feel alone and you try to give and give. And since I didn't have a relationship with my older sister like I should have, I mended my relationship with my other sister before she passed in 2017. But my older sister unexpectedly passed in 2012, and I never got a chance to mend our relationship, so to speak. So her daughters didn't really know me that well. So, that's all that I have left of her. She has three girls and a boy. And the boy is with her husband. So, and he has a lot of other issues to deal with. But the oldest one, she just turned 50 actually on Mother's Day, and I was bonding with her, and trying to mend the bond with her because she had, as soon as her mother passed away. In fact, the day that her mother passed away, her mother refused to give her some money. The day of her mother's death, her mother said, "No, I ain't giving you no money." So she did this thing where she would would I don't know if you listen to the Judge Matthews. Judge Matthews, is that his name? Mathis. He said dry begging. You have family members that dry beg. So she would do this dry begging thing, and I would go along with it, because I don't loan money. I do not loan money. I'll give you, if I have money, I'll give it to you. but you don't have to pay it back because I don't want that to affect our relationship. So I do not loan money. So she went through this dry begging thing right after her mother died. Um, and throughout the years, well, the last 4 or 5 years, we had gotten contact with each other after my other sister passed away. And she, oh gosh, she would dry beg for little bitty pieces of money. And at that time,
Well,
she was like in her late
did you ever, but
40s.
did you ever tell her no or stop her, or did this just go on? Are y'all still engaging in this, or what happened?
Okay, so that's what I'm getting to next. At the end of 2018, I told her, I'm not going to help you anymore because I asked you to do something. Because I lived in another state and I had to depend on my two older nieces to look after my mom. And she lost her ability to walk at a certain point. She walked all the way up until 2017, and then her legs just gave out on her. And in fact, I took her to, I had to drive, fly out and take my mom because they right there in California, and they would not take my mom to go see her daughter on her dying bed. That kind of pissed me off right there. And so I flew out to California and took my mom to see my sister. And so I did not go to the funeral, but my daughter was there to take care of all the things I needed her to take care of.
So what happened with the begging relative? Because today's chat is about us saying no and how to say no to the people who are vampiric and using your resources. I'm just trying to keep you on topic because we don't want to kind of meander off.
So this is what happened. Sometimes you say no by saying nothing. So I thought that she turned 50 last year, but she actually turned 50 this year. So I had already given her, last Mother's Day, I'd already given her $150 just for her birthday gift. But a month after that, she asked for money to get her car fixed. So I'm out of $300 because she claims that she was going to give it back to me, even though I told you I don't loan money, right? That's why I don't loan money. She never gave it back. She never called me on my birthday to say happy birthday. So I was done with her last year. After my birthday, I was done with her. So Mother's Day rolls around. I don't hear nothing from this girl. Mother's Day rolls around on her birthday, which was Mother's Day. She sends me a happy Mother's Day. She sends me a text, happy Mother's Day. And I knew what time it was. I had already made a decision on my birthday last year that she wasn't getting no money from me.
You decided not to respond. You just didn't respond at all.
No, I just sent her. I sent her a heart face, and I ain't sent her S for her birthday or for nothing else. I ain't sent her no more money. She was sending me that text so that I would send her a birthday gift.
Oh, I understand, and I'm glad you recognized it, and I'm it. And I appreciate you coming up to tell us about your experience with that. That's pretty awesome. But I'm gonna go ahead.
Well, that's how I handled it.
I know that's right, girl. But yeah,
I love you.
I love you back. I'm gonna move.
Love you all. I love all of you. God bless.
All right now. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. So, ladies, so yeah. Anyhow, like I was saying, we got to be careful. And first off, I want to say congratulations again to both of our ladies who got lunch money today. Y'all know I wish I could have given more. If I had a whole lot more, I would give a whole lot more. But I enjoyed doing that. That was a lot of fun. Also want to take a second to tell MR Spiller thank you for the Cash App because she's supporting the stream the way she supports the stream. That was cool. And let's do our recap because y'all know we like to recap our takeaway from our chat. Our chat today, the takeaway from me and the recap was: one, we got people who are vampiric. They want to use, they want to take. And I also want to put out and make a good point that everything that people come to take is not always financial. There are people who are vampiric with your attention. Okay. There are people who are vampiric with your time. There are people who are vampiric with your good intentions, and they will literally use every means possible to prey on you when they see your good intentions. So just be aware of that. We witness it all the time. It's not new. And when we recognize it, we have to find ways to put a stop to it and do it in a loving fashion. Y'all get my meaning? So you do it in a loving fashion, but when you peep game, let the universe know you peep game and put a stop to it off the top. Don't even let that keep going. Put a stop to things like that. And also the fact that some people can start off genuine and become vampiric, and we want to make sure we recognize those manipulators. We want to make sure we recognize the users. And and Lakeisha gave us one that I keep going back to. She said her method is to tell these people to get out her face. When we run into those people who are absolutely irresponsible and they want us to enable their bad behavior, that's when we have to hit them with that splash of water. And we may not be able to be as soft or as loving in our approach. And we need to bear that in mind as well. Yes, that's right. I'm glad we all on point. Nicole said you missed a great topic. Oh man, that's all right. You can catch us on the replay. Yes, and I can say blood sucking leeches. And that's the thing. We did cover and talk about financial abuse a little bit because it's real and it's something that is not really talked about as much. But I don't want us to think that that's the only way that people will try to use us up. And we have to be able to and have the mindset and the wherewithal to say no. No. Some people we have to say no. No is good. Hey Vanji, you made it in right when we about to close out a little bit. Well, we're not leaving just a second, but you made it in after we had our whole chat. Oh man, that's all right, sis. You catch us on the replay, or next time. But I did want to mention that. I want to make sure we press that upon us because we're always careful with the beggars and the dry beggars. Okay? The dodo bird Portia. I like your name. Vampires are also like devil, and it's a cancer, and no one can see it. It's true. Very, very true. Yes, it is all love. But yeah, we got to be careful because there are people who are vampiric. And the truth of the matter is, don't just get caught up on the material things and the resources that they try to take, because there are people who will try to take from you and suck you dry. And it's not always financial. It's not always, let me borrow a cup of sugar. It's not always, well, can I borrow your car? Can you take me somewhere? Can you drive me to the store? Yes, nip it in the bud because it won't stop. Exactly. Yeah. Jaja says, say, if I pay your light bill this month, mine next. If they can't return a favor after so much of your giving, be like, when you can reciprocate, holler at me till the cash express around the corner. Till then, I guess the cash express around the corner. Okay. And I get that. And mind you, I'm not even a person that feels like I don't need reciprocation. Anything I do for you is out of love. I don't need nothing back. I did it because I loved you. But I also will not allow myself to be used either. As much as I will give till it hurts, I'm not prepared, nor am I comfortable with somebody using or mistreating me or misusing my good intentions. And y'all know people will do it. We see it all the time. We see it all the time. And we have to, be assertive and speak up and say, no. Y'all taught me that no is a complete sentence. I had never heard that term until we were sitting up in here in this crown chat, and you sisters let me know that no is a complete sentence. And it says, I am not a ride share. I don't like driving my darn self. Me either. I hate driving. And I don't mind helping. But some people, you give them a ride, and before you know it, they will be knocking on your door 3 and 4 times a week. Y'all know I'm telling the truth about it. So I want to move on to this portion of our chat for today because I wanted to share something with you guys. So I got the knock at the door, right? Yeah, no is a complete sentence, girl. That's what our sisters taught us up in here in the crown chat. I was bringing information and they was teaching me while I was trying to give out information. And I enjoyed that piece of info because it was so thoughtful, it was so insightful, and it was everything. My sound is messed up. Can y'all hear me now? Am I cracking? What's going on? You say no. You say no every day. Okay, you know what? Ain't nothing wrong with saying no every day. Silver Diamond, hey, gorgeous. Oh, Sharon say offer to do a GoFundMe for them and they'll leave you alone. Oh, okay. Paul probably heard. Oh, he's saying it's low. Let me turn it up. I switch devices, and sometimes when I switch devices, that one is low. Thanks for looking out, bro. I appreciate that. Silver Diamond, you just getting here. We just covered different ways to say no to the vampires. One is when we recognize them dry begging, i.e., complaining about their situation. Start telling them everything you got going on too. If they call you, my car broke, my man lost his job, um, this happened, that happened. They give you the laundry list. Start telling them everything that's wrong with you too. Give them everything. I mean the whole nine. I got to repaint my walls. Somebody need to do the roof. I got to hire a new yard man. Start giving him your problems as well. Okay? No, that's okay, sis. I understand. And you didn't get your notifications. YouTube be playing me. They play me real hard, right? Jazzy Cuteness says, I love to help my sisters, but sometimes when they don't think of you until they need you, I have a problem with that. Yes, that's a good way to know when somebody may not be being very nice. And that's the best way I'm going to say about that. I think that's the best I can say that. Some people are not very thoughtful. And when you see it, don't be afraid to say no. Okay? Don't be afraid to say no. And don't let anybody make you feel guilty for saying no. Okay? No is okay. No is not a curse word. Some people treat it like a curse word, but it's not. I've had people that acted like I cursed them out simply because I said no. Oh, create, inspire, make just said some real stuff, y'all. She said, and if you're a person of faith, people will try to use that. You supposed to show love. And I say I am showing love, tough love. No, girl, you just said some real stuff. You let somebody find out you're supposed to be a Christian. That people who ain't never went to church unless it was a funeral will start Jesus in you to death when it's time to use you, your resources, your energy, or your time. They will Jesus you to death if they mess around and find out by accident that you said you love the Lord at any point in your life. They will wear it out. So you got to be careful of that type of energy. You really, really do. All right. So now I got to turn the camera on. Like yesterday was not a good camera day for me. Today is not a good camera day for me either. I ain't even going to fool you. Okay. I'm looking a little rough and I'm not real happy with the way I look today. And that's okay because I own it. Okay. But I'm turning this good camera on because I want you all to see the goodies that my sis, Queen of C, sent me off of my Amazon wish list. Okay. Y'all are not going to believe the goodies. So let me pull these out because I don't want to be crackling bags on the air or what have you. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull these out and I'm gonna pop this camera on and get my butt in front of the camera, which is never fun, but it is what it is, okay? Hold on. Felicia said, I had an ex that always called me a deacon's daughter whenever he wanted to use me. Exactly. Exactly. Hold on, y'all. Whew, y'all give me 1 second. Sharon said they'll nickel and dime you to death. Oh, yes. Hey, sis.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I don't know. I'm still a little discombobulated trying to get ready.
Okay. Let
I'm
me
gonna be
pop.
on here for 2 seconds.
Hold on. Let me pop this camera on real fast. Hey, y'all.
Ooh, Isn't she lovely?
No, she is definitely not lovely today. But I
Oh,
had to turn this camera on. Hey y'all don't mind my face. Please don't mind my face.
it's nothing wrong with your face.
I did not moisturize today. So, Queen of C, off of my Amazon wish list, she sent me some comfortable house shoes. And that's something I really needed. I made sure the things that I asked for was stuff that I could actually use. And she sent these, and they're adorable, right? Also, and yeah, Queen of C, I'm telling on you. These nice little hooks to hang in my car, so that way I can hang my purse in the car when I'm driving. I don't have to, because y'all, those of y'all that's from the country, y'all
Hmm?
know we're not supposed to sit our purses on the floor. What they used to tell us, if you put your purse on the floor, you're gonna always be broke. So I didn't want to do that. So that helped. And yes, sparkle. Y'all know I love anything that sparkles. Y'all see my nails. I love a good sparkle, right? And then this one, I was having a hard time getting it open. I don't know whether it's the geriatric fingers or whatnot. More sparkle. These are items to kind of hang your sunglasses and shades and stuff on your visor. So that's helpful too.
Oh,
Yeah. Yes. Says, yep, you go broke. That's what they told us. So believe it or not, at my age, I still don't put my purse on no floor. Mm-mm.
they
I
talk
don't do
about
it.
me putting the purses on the floor.
Yeah, I don't put my pocketbook on the floor. While I'm on the camera, I may as well stay here. Y'all don't see me now.
You look okay. I don't know what the problem is.
You know what? I think we all have those days, and I'm just real honest and transparent about it. I don't feel so good. I don't feel like I look my best today. So I'm just, I'm rolling with it, but it's not easy. But
You okay to
I'm gonna
have
go
those
ahead and
feelings?
I'm gonna go ahead and take my medicine and sit in front of this camera with my sister. Now, what you got going on, girl?
I got to do the replay on this one. Because you said that, and I literally just got off the phone with a client, and we fell out right before the pandemic for a whole
Mm-hmm.
year. Um, because of boundaries. Now, for him, y'all know I'm a graphic designer. Now, most of my regular clients is just because he was a day one client. Okay, most of my regular clients, the procedure is you fill out an order form, you send me an email of your order, you send me, I'll tell you how much it's gonna be, and you give me half down. Okay, I design it, I send it to my printer, or I print it myself, and then I give you back the order upon you giving me the rest of my money. So many times, often for him, I'll even put the order, I'll start the order in even without a deposit because I know he's gonna give me my money. But there are times just like black folks, and I hate to say us do this the most. I need this tomorrow. I need this 2 days from now. I need this 3 days. Everybody else gets two changes on their order. That's it. After that, you gotta pay me. But him, you be like, oh, well, start on it. I gotta go get this picture. I gotta go get this. He'll text it to me. Just all kind of bootleg shit that I tolerate from him. But I won't tolerate from my regular clients. It's tedious for me because you're causing me to do extra work. And then, oh, I forgot this, add this, oh, do this, do that. And so the last time we went through this, he didn't have the order completely to me. And he literally watching me on the live on the Facebook talking about something, getting ready to go to my photo shoot. You ain't called me till, do not do that, sir. Yeah, I don't have to check in with you on my personal time. And it was very unprofessional. I don't give a damn if you my homie or not. Like, don't my man ain't checking me like that. You gonna check me out in public. So I'm just gonna get the order with somebody else. And when you have bad clients, sometimes the money just is not worth it. So him hard through the whole pandemic and was doing business with my friend, and she's still using me as a third, you know, panelist. So she kept saying, all you gotta do is call her, say you sorry. All you gotta do is call her. Well, you ain't called her for months. She was like, he called you yet? I said, no. He called you yet? No. So when he needed me. So now you finally called me to do this great big job. You got this great big thing going. So excuse me, now I have a few more boundaries with, and I've grown since then. Grown personally, grown business wise. Now I don't always accept everything that you're gonna give me or what you're saying. I don't care. I don't give no fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm tired now. Okay, I'm getting older. And so he had the order. He still did it kind of bootleg, but he gave me my money up front.
Mhm.
He gave me a lot of deposit up front. And so I got that first order. Then the last minute, oh, I need this right away. Well, you got to pay rush charges, sir. I got to pay the printer rush charges. You got, yeah, they was used. A lot of people are used to me being at their disposal. I have changed. A lot of people are used to me, and Sanitra's been up late at night with me. She was like, "You did what? You did who?" I'm like, people's just used to me being available, and I have more things to do for myself now than be available for everybody else. And so I did the rush orders. You got to pay. Dang, it costs that much. I'm sorry.
That's right.
That's how much it. That's how much it costs.
But you
So
know what, sis? This is a perfect example. I'm glad you said something. This is a perfect example of what I was talking about. That it's not always a material vampirism. Sometimes these people can be vampiric with your time and your resources. This is somebody who did not respect your time and did not respect your creative, property, your intellectual property, and what you were putting out there. And he literally was trying to take advantage and just suck up your time. And I'm glad you recognize it. And once you set the boundary, how does he relate to you now that you put those new boundaries in place?
well, he didn't like it just a minute ago. We just got off the phone.
Oh
So
my God, what happened?
so he had an order. So now he got new partners too. He doesn't, it's hard to deal with him because he don't like technology. I'm telling you, email me, don't text me. So finally you get other people to email me instead of texting me everything that needs to be text. Okay, that's cool. His partner is cool with technology that's working on this project, but he like, oh man, I don't, can you do a commercial? Yes, email it to me the correct way. Send me, I'll do anything you want to. Send it to me the correct way. So he ended up finding somebody else to do it, which is fine with me. Okay, less time, less pressure that I got to deal with, and they're doing with it, and it has something to do with the radio station I want to get a job with. So now he said, "Well, I need more tickets." I said, "Okay, you need more tickets. I printed what your partner asked me to do the first time. So everything again, we still need it immediately." He's like, "You got a few days to get it." So there was a mistake on the tickets. I said, "Well, you have to give me the tickets back." I ate the cost of the reprint. So I sent it. Well, it was my mistake. It was my mistake.
Okay.
It was my mistake. So I sent it back, and he said, "Well, I just need it." He said by Wednesday. So I sent it to the printer, and he didn't recognize the order on Monday because I texted him this morning like, "Did you get the order?" He's like, "Oh yeah, okay, here we go." So yesterday he said, "When I'm gonna get the tickets, sir? You know we don't work on weekends." I don't know. I'll let you know. So then first thing this morning he texts me is, "When can I pick up the tickets?" I don't know. Let me get the order first. So then he puts it on the partner, like, you're a grown ass man. You know how to address me. He calls me again just now and said, "Well, we want to know when we could pick up the tickets." Well, I just told you this morning. I have to get them first before I can tell you when is a good pickup time. But I said, "Look at here." And he called me being sensitive. I said, "No, I'm learning to be more matter of fact, the way I conduct business, the way I say things." I said, "It's not about you. You, of course, you want to know where you could pick up your order." And he's like, "But you ain't always on point." I said, "I am the designer. Okay. I can attribute for the time that it takes me to design, not the time that it takes to print. I no longer work at the print shop anymore. I'm no longer there all the time, and I can't push stuff ahead of other stuff. I don't know what orders need to be ordered. So only thing I could do is call him and text him and say, 'Hey, I sent you this order,' and he's gonna tell me when I can pick it up or when he's gonna have somebody come bring it over here to me." Okay. And I'm still a priority. So you need to be thankful that I still have that plug there. I said, but you telling me this? And he's like, I ain't say that. I said, no, you telling me this morning. When can I pick them up? Is totally different from when will the order be ready for pickup? Well, it's the
Yeah.
same thing. No, it's not,
No,
sir.
it's not.
No, it's not. I said it's not what you say, it's the way you say things. I said, and I don't want to come across aggressive, but I'm just being straightforward with you. And it sounds more aggressive because y'all just not used to me talking like that.
And you
Well,
know what? Let me ask this question. Have y'all noticed that sometimes users can beat you getting mad when you put those boundaries in place? Like
yes.
he literally beat you getting mad about something that he was out of line about. He was all the way out of line.
Hey, Q.
Hey Q, look at your boy sitting up there looking like money. You
So,
know what? You
yes,
look.
he,
Hold on, Q. You look good with your clothes on, boy.
hey,
You got to wear clothes more often. I know that's right. Q. What's going on, man?
we
We
can't hear
can't hear
you.
you. You must be got that earplug thing happening. Can't hear you. Still
He
can't
said
hear
he's
you.
going to change his mic.
He
Oh,
gonna
he's
change
going
your
to
mind.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he was upset. He accused me of being more sensitive. I said, I'm not mad. I'm not being sensitive. I need you to be mindful of the way y'all talk to me and the way y'all deal with me and here going forward. And I kid you not, yesterday, another viper that I know. Last time I seen him, he popped up over my house. He even caused an issue with the young man, even though they know each other. He just popped up over my house, wanting me to do a photo shoot for him. No notice. You just down the street and you want me to do all this work and you need to be on my team. These same people, all of them, you need to be on my team. No, I'm on Team Princess right now.
That's right.
And I come first. I don't have to work for y'all asses, okay? I'm finna get somebody come work for me. Yes, I still need business, but I don't have to be on y'all team because y'all time consuming from me. And
That's
then I
right.
get in the box. I'm in the shy. I want to touch bases if you got time. See, what I know that is you want to touch bases so I can do some shit for you.
That's right.
Without just saying,
I'm
I
glad.
really just want you to do some shit for me.
Okay, and I'm glad you got your boundaries up. You got to set your life. Q, say
Can
something.
you guys hear me?
We
Yeah.
can hear you
All
now.
right. Hey,
Listen,
everybody.
boy,
Pretty
look
pie.
at. Let me just say this. You sitting over there clean as the state board of health. I ain't never seen you look that clean. Boy,
Well,
look
thank
at
you.
him. You must be over there printing money.
No, I just got home from work and I decided to
All
pop on real
right.
quick. Yeah.
Well, what's up? What you know good?
So I wanted to pop on because I had to learn how to say no real quick with my
Okay.
line of work,
Okay.
uh, especially with being a realtor and people don't respect your time. I will
Mm.
get phone calls and text messages at 5:30 in the morning, or I'll get requests to go see a house at 9 o'clock at night. And I'm just like, these ain't working hours. Like, why are you bothering me and not respecting my time when I respect your time of what you want to do? But yet you feel
Mhm.
it's okay to send me a text message or a phone call at 5:30 in the morning or 9 o'clock at night asking to see a house. Where's the respect?
Mm-hmm. That's right. But people don't, users oftentimes do not respect our resources, whether it's time, material resources, whether it's energy, attention, whatever it is. They don't respect the resource. They don't respect your time because some people, they're so self-centered and self-involved. The only thing they can see is what they need from you.
Absolutely. I've gotten, well, if you can't show me this house right now, then well, we can just cancel our contract and I'll get somebody else who will. And I'm like, well, okay, you do that. But right now I'm on my time and you ain't respecting that. So if you feel as though that is best for you and your family moving forward, go do that. Good luck.
Okay? That's so true. And listen, I ain't mad at you at all. Let me show Jackie super chat. Jackie, thank you for the super chat. She says, "Good evening, royal family. Hi, Queen Shanitra. I again missed the start of today's discussion. Well, I'm sorry you missed the discussion, but I'm glad you made it in. And thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for supporting the stream. Also, want to thank our good sis Daniel Kirk for the Cash App. Thank you for supporting the stream. I appreciate y'all. I really do. But I'm glad that we're getting into it because A lot of times when we start mentioning users, we understand the financial users. We get those people. We understand that off rip. Sometimes we don't catch on right away, but we catch on to that quicker than the people who try to abuse your time, try to be vampiric with your attention and your creative abilities with your intellectual property. There are people who will use you. Y'all, I had people that would literally hang around me just because I'm a weirdo that comes up with all kind of ideas that naturally make money. Princess will tell you, I'll be literally in the middle of the night, stuff will hit me in the head like, do this, it's gonna make you some money. Like literally, there's people who hang around me because I have my father's genes. We can spin it out of thin air. And I'm creative. I'm a real live Aquarius. My mind
So,
goes in 20 directions. I understand a lot of different elements, everything that's not electronic. I can, my brain picks it up and it runs with it. And there were people, y'all, who literally hung around me just for me to tell them things to do. And it wasn't like you really cared for me or you wanted to, just kick it with me because I was a cool person. You were kicking it with me because it was profitable for you.
Hmm.
so my
And
question, I got a
mhm,
question for you.
mhm.
But what about is it now that people why they get so angry when you start growing and
now
changing?
that's now that's a different conversation, but I'm gonna address that. There are various reasons why people can become angry when they see you start to grow. A lot of times that happens, it's a result of some of them feel like you don't, you all are no longer equals. Sometimes they become angry because it shines a light on their own stagnation and their lack of ability to execute things. A lot of people got dreams and hopes and aspirations. They're dreamers, but they never pull the trigger. And so they can become, it's misplaced anger. Hey, Morgan's Musings. So sometimes it's a matter of they're transferring their aggression and their anger at themselves onto you. They're mad at you, but they're really mad at themselves for not pulling the trigger on their own ideas. And sometimes it's a matter of them feeling like, you've changed or you've outgrown them because they're the same person they were 5 years ago. And there's some people that you're going to come in contact with and have dealings with. You can know them 20 years and they're going to be the exact same person in 20 years that they were 20 years ago, and they see you progressing and it causes them to feel away. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I lost a friendship with that whole situation. Uh, my friend and I, we went to real estate school together, and the minute I became popular and busy, and you sold one damn home, and you decided that when you're going to take that check from the one home you sold, and you were just going to leave the country and go to France and Italy for a month and a half,
Mm-hmm.
while I sold a house, I sold two homes, and I put that money back into my business. And when you get back, you're trying to figure out what's going on with your business when you have no business. I'm like,
Right.
had you not left when you were getting busy, you would have business. But don't get mad at me because now I'm in the realtor magazine and I'm doing this, that, and the third, and I'm growing, and you're jealous by it.
Yeah, that happens. We were talking about that earlier before you got in about the people who make they're bad decision makers. They have impulse control issues. They make irresponsible decisions and then they start to become angry or start to expect people to help them clean up the mess from their bad decisions. And you're supposed to then give your resources, your time, your energy, your creative abilities to help them clean up after they make the decisions, like you say, decide to go to France for a month, when you really should have stayed there and worked and used that momentum and hustled. It's
I'm gonna
just
let
like
them.
that. It's like that old fable with the ant. You remember the ant that was putting away for the winter and storing up
Mm,
for the winter. And there's people who ain't gonna do it. They won't. They
that,
won't do the work, and then they mad at you because you did the work, and they feel like because you did the work, give me some of yours.
yeah, that's definitely the case because I'm like, well, France is always going to be there. I mean, your business is going to be there either today or tomorrow. It's what you put into it and what you pour into it. And if you ain't pouring anything into it and it's not growing, then don't sit here and blame me because you ain't doing nothing. I'm like,
Right.
It's been 9 months and you ain't sold a damn house, but yet you faking the funk online saying hashtag realtor life when you're sitting on the couch drinking coffee like you're doing shit.
Wait a minute, not hashtag real to life.
When
From
you
the
ain't sold a
couch.
house in 9 months.
Okay, now Q, he didn't say what kind of realtor. He could have said unproductive realtor. He could have said unsuccessful realtor, dormant realtor. Maybe he should have used the qualifier on that hashtag.
I mean, sitting here faking the funk like you're actually doing something, it's the fake caucasity of it all for me. Like, oh, I'm
Woo!
poolside, hashtag realtor life. I'm like, you ain't sold a house though. Like, where's your money coming from?
But I'm gonna say this though. There's a lot of people who do that. And believe it or not, those people turn out to be sometimes some of the biggest users. Sometimes they turn into the biggest users and vampiric people and leeches, and they
Hmm.
start practicing leechcraft because they've been living in fantasy
Leechcraft.
worlds. Yeah, leechcraft. That's what my dad used to call it. Some people have a skill. It's a craft for them to leech off of other people. And Philip Smith called it leechcraft, honey. And that's what they do. They live in fantasy land. They take pictures for social media.
Hmm.
They faking and fronting and borrowing $20 for gas. These people will become leech. They will become leeches and vampires, and that's why I want us to recognize it. You know, Tell them no with some sugar if we care about them. If we don't, Keisha say tell them to get out your face. I agree. That's what Keisha
But
said, Quentin. Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it's just sad because he'll sit there and have this great life on social media like he's doing something, but yet he's broke as hell and asking me for business advice in the background of how to grow his business.
Yep. And okay, now let me drop another scenario since we're talking about it. Have y'all experienced people who try to leech from you ideas, intellectual property, creative property, and then try to portray it as their own work after they tried to suck you dry? Okay, so it's not just me. I'm not the only one. Okay.
Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah. Oh
It
yeah.
happens. It happens, and it's like
Shit,
I
I've
hate
seen
to.
it on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, yes, we've seen it on YouTube. We've seen it in lots of places. And for me, let me just show you. That's when that gorilla comes out. Y'all know the gorilla is my totem. That's my spirit animal. And there's the peaceful and beautiful gorilla. And then when that guy shows up, everybody's like, why is she showing her fangs? Why is she not being sweet? Why is she not kissing me all over? Why is she not nurturing and hugging and loving on me? Because you brought out the fangs. Now the gorilla's angry. Like, just stop. Sometimes we gotta give them that splash of cold water. Sometimes we gotta bare our fangs just a smidge and let them know, I cannot continue to do this for you. I cannot allow you to use me. This is self-harming behavior. If I allow you to keep going, then at that point I'm complicit, okay, in you harming me. Now I'm complicit in you abusing me. That's when they beat you getting mad. When you draw the line in the sand, it's like, no more of that. I know I've been helping you. I know I've been sitting with you. I know I've been giving you my time. But now the answer is no. I don't know. I think our girls over here taught me, the motto is no is a complete sentence. And I like it. So Quentin, this user, you know, realtor life, have you hit him with the hard no yet, or is it still the soft no?
Oh, it's been the hard no.
How
It's
did he
definitely the
react to the How did he react to the hard no? Was he
like I
offended?
was being disrespectful. That was the thing. I'm like, we started the same journey together. You sold what, two houses? I've done 36. And you sitting up here faking the funk online like you're making moves when you're not. But yet, when I say, no, I don't have time for that because I'm busy, you want to take offense to that. I got a schedule. I don't know what you're doing during the day, but I'm working.
That's right.
Respect respect my time. Like I respect your time. But
Yep.
it seems like he
Look
has
what
plenty of
Jaja
time.
said. Jaja says the reaction after the refusal will tell you how they really feel. That's true.
And
That's
then
true.
I mean I've given him advice and then he's posted it online like it was his own. Like I said, the
Listen,
caucasity of it all.
yes. I don't listen, Q. You know I told you about them settlers. Sometimes you know those settlers, baby. Mm. Them settlers is real. They will Columbus your ideas. They will Columbus your whole freaking life. They will Columbus your recipes. They will Columbus you. I watched Get Out. I don't want my body Columbus, okay? And it's so crazy because it's true. Like once you say no and you telling them to respect your time, that's when they really let the monkey out the cage. Now they're gonna beat you getting mad because you said respect my time. I literally had a girl that I had to put her away because she was so
Mhm.
she was so vampiric that she was angry and still like latching on to me like somebody drowning. Like you know how you see the movie somebody's drowning and they holding on to the buoy with all their strength. They're just reaching and grabbing. She was doing that. And it got so bad, y'all. If I had a conversation with this girl and I looked on social media, three or four things I said during that conversation was on social media.
Oh wow.
It
Wow.
was bad because y'all know I'm crazy. Anybody who's ever talked to me offline that's in this chat or up here on this screen, y'all know I'm crazy, crazy. The stuff I say on the screen is the tame stuff. Y'all see Princess smiling and nodding? That's the tame Nitra. Y'all getting the tame Nitra. When Nitra's not on the air, Nitra is uncut, raw and uncut, and you just don't know what I might say, and it is what it is. I would have a conversation with this heifer, and literally, I could look on Facebook or Instagram, and I would see in quotation marks whatever I said, whatever one liner or whatever she heard, and she would literally put it on social media for her to get like some sort of, I guess, social gratification. I think that's what happens when you post quotes and stuff.
Wow.
I've never done that. I don't really post quotes.
Approval, attention.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep,
I'm
I'm
gonna get
telling
out
you.
of here. I'm going
the
over to the other house. I'll
Yeah,
see
well, we're
y'all when
not gonna
y'all
stay
get
long.
there.
okay.
Well, we'll be over. Hopefully, all of you who are in the chat will be heading over to Princess's house, House of the Princess, so y'all can watch her and me and everybody else recap the Housewives of Potomac. But we're gonna end this thing up. I appreciate you guys for being here and hanging out with me. Q, thank you for letting us know about hashtag Real to Life. So if we see it, we know
Absolutely.
what time it is. Lord, look at here. JC says Shanitra stories are a whole movie. Y'all know. And but real talk, we're gonna get up out of here. I appreciate y'all. Crown chat again tomorrow. Our new time is gonna be closer to 4:30, 4:45. So y'all be ready, and I will be sending out text notifications. If you want to receive a text notification, my contact information that's been scrolling throughout this whole live stream, get at me, and I will add you to our text notifications. Y'all, please like this video. I again am begging for likes. Subscribe if you haven't done it already and you enjoy our content. And please, please consider becoming a Royal Family member. We got some beautiful things coming up. Movie night on the 27th. Y'all who are members, go to the community tab, vote for the movie you want to watch. If you don't vote, don't complain about what movie we have on movie night on August 27th and
Period.
on August 29th. Paul, I did show the gift. I'll show them again. On August 29th, we're having our talent showcase. That's going to be our talent fest, and we're opening that up to not just royal family members, but to all of our sister channels. So the first place is going to be $250. Second place will be $150. Third place will be $75, and fourth place will be $25. So come
Y'all,
and compete.
please don't get up here thinking you can sing if you ain't never held two or two or three or more solos in church. Don't get up here thinking
Listen,
you can hold a note.
because I can't save you. Let me just tell you that off the rip. I can't save you. So because at the end of the day, the chat is gonna, determine your fate. The chat is gonna be the ones to let you know whether you won or you didn't win. The chat will be the ones to let you know whether you rocked it or whether you just flopped. So don't look at me. I can't do nothing for you. If you can sing and you know you can sing, come on out. If you can rap, poetry, spoken word, if you want to set up your camera and show us how you dance, whatever you want to do whatever you feel like you need to do. Okay? And may the best man or woman win. We're going to have us a good time. We're going to hold everything on Zoom, and we're coming over here to the Royal Family's porch to vote, and the chat will determine your fate. So if you're not a Royal Family member, you might want to consider being one, because it's about to get real. In the meanwhile, I'm heading over to the house of the princess. I hope y'all will join us. And Paul wanted to see the gifts. Yeah, it's gonna be an Apollo night, but with money. She sent me, Queen of C sent me some nice house shoes that's gonna help me. And she sent me a nice hook, the hooks to put in my car so I can hang my purse. So that way I don't have to sit my purse on the floor. Because country folks say if your purse sit on the
It's
floor,
bad luck.
you're gonna be broke. And I don't want to be broke. I got too many children and godchildren and grandbabies, so I can't be broke. And then she sent the clips to put on my visor so I can hang my glasses and shades and stuff. So that was really helpful. She sent those things from my Amazon wish list. And I want to thank her again and again and again. She's such a sweetheart. So, y'all, I'm finna go. I got to go over there and run my mouth with Princess. I love y'all. You know what I tell you. Be encouraged. And most of all, encourage somebody else. We're going to have fun tomorrow, which is Wednesday, hump day. And then Thursday, we're going to be on that porch talking that good old trash, including New York's governor saying he going to resign after they done accused him of trying to be a penny crook, y'all. He a penny snatcher. We're going to talk about it. So we'll be on the porch with that on Thursday. I love you guys. Bye.
Bye, everybody.